Social media and phones are a blessing and a curse. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that we are able to communicate with our loved ones all around the world in a click of a button, like in an instant. I honestly don't have a clue how anyone got anywhere before Google Maps, and I am very grateful for the opportunities that social media and the internet have provided. For example, I love that I am able to post these videos on YouTube. However, with everybody expecting instant access to us, the constant stimulation, and the apps that are literally designed to make us addicted, I have this ongoing battle with myself of how to use technology to my advantage without it taking away my ability to live life in the present, connect with those around me, and as silly as it sounds, actually live my own life versus just watching others live theirs. So today I am doing a little dopamine, social media, technology detox. I'm throwing it back to the pre-technology days and seeing how I would live my life differently if I wasn't constantly distracted by emails, notifications, and just the general distractions of the internet. The only real tech that I'm allowed today is my camera, and so that means no computer work, no TV, no phone at all, and not even my Kindle or audiobooks, which may be the most depressing of all. And because my anxiety literally could never, my husband is off with me today, and my immediate family knows to contact him in case of an emergency. Because let's be real, one of the main reasons why we struggle so hard to just put our phones away is that constant fear and that voice of what if someone would need me? What if there's an emergency? It's 2:30 on a Sunday and I haven't even touched any of my devices, so I want to give you a little update on what today's looked like so far. So last night, I believe I turned my phone off at 12:40 in the morning. I know that's really late, but I had some work I needed to do on my laptop that I wanted to finish out for today, so I was trying to get a vlog ready and everything and get that scheduled. So I turned my phone off at that point. It has been completely turned off and sitting on my bathtub since then, so that's crazy for me at this point. I definitely would have checked my phone quite a few times. So I went to bed, I'm guessing probably around 1:15 in the morning is around when I probably got to sleep. I had my Lofty alarm clock set and I woke up to a natural alarm clock. Typically I use the alarm clock on my phone. I do put my phone on airplane mode overnight, but even if I get up throughout the night, sometimes I'll be a little bit anxious and I'll check my phone. So there was none of that, which I'm really proud of. So this morning I woke up to my Lofty alarm clock going off. I do typically use the alarm on my phone, so this was a little swap for me there. I do keep my phone in airplane mode overnight, but even throughout the night if I get up to go to the bathroom or anything and I'm just feeling a little bit anxious, sometimes I will check my text to just see if everything's okay, see if I missed anything. I usually don't, but that was good waking up to that. Time to go get her. Good morning. She's like, what do you mean I woke up on the couch? She literally is like, I cannot believe you guys left me out here. Neek, you wouldn't get up. Go-go-pee. She died. This is the morning routine. Let's go, come on. And then one of the first things that I typically do in the morning is I open my Oura Ring app. So if you're unfamiliar, it's like a fitness tracker, but it really tracks your sleep, your readiness scores, your stress, your menstrual cycle, kind of everything like that. It's really comprehensive and I love it. And so it works, as you see, it's just a ring. So you have to connect it to your app. So obviously I didn't do that this morning. Every morning I will go onto my app and it'll tell me my sleep and my readiness score. And so I'm gonna guess that with you today because I've been using it now for a little over 9 months. So I want to kind of see, am I picking up on my body signals? Am I kind of in line with that at all? So I went to bed probably around 1:15. I woke up around 8:15. That's 7 hours of sleep. I have found through using my Oura Ring that I am definitely somebody that needs more sleep. So my scores are typically much better if I get at least 8 hours and 9 hours. It's actually when it's better. So I'm going to guess that my sleep score was probably 77 and my readiness score is probably 84 because I'm feeling really good today. But yeah, that's just kind of where I think it's gonna be at. My husband and I went to church today. We went to the 9:30 service, so we got ready. I wore this cute little dress. Show the church fits. All right, here's mine. The little white dress. And you got your cute, look at that. And of course I had to accessorize because church is such a great time to do that, to really dress up and make yourself feel good, Sunday best. And so I wore this cute little white dress and I decided to go with a full pearl theme. So I accessorized with my Ana Luisa jewelry. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that I love my Ana Luisa jewelry so much. And I just thought pearls would be really fun because we're pulling in all the white. So this is a new pair of earrings that I got. They are a little bit more of a bold statement earring than the ones that I started with them, but they are kind of a thicker hoop. And then they have this big statement pearl that dangles down. I want to show you one thing that's really cool about these. Some of their other earrings earrings are like this as well that I have. Here you see like you have this pearl earring, right? Okay, you can see like they're great quality. They're so amazing. And then what's super fun about this is like you get a lot of bang for your buck because this is a whole other earring that you can wear. Like you can just wear this thick hoop. So I'll put it in so that you can see the difference. Here is like, you know, if you want like a nice thick everyday hoop, and then here's the pearl. So, I mean, even when you talk about like a day to night style, it's so cool because like that's literally what this is. And also if you had anything else like this, like if you had earring charms and stuff, like they're starting to sell things like that, you can literally just like mix and match. And I think that's amazing. And then I put on this necklace. This necklace is actually one of my favorites because I believe it's called the Ocean necklace. I'll write what they're all called in the description box in case you're interested in any of them, but it's really cool because it comes with 3 charms on it. So I wore this one today. This is one of the main ones that I wear, but it's this little pearl and they're like a little bit different of a shape, but I kind of like that because it's not like too matchy. And I love that you can just choose to wear all of them or one of them or whatever you want. And then I had my husband help me put on this bracelet. This is my favorite bracelet that I have from them. It has these little pearls, but then it also has, I don't know what shape this is. Like, I don't know what you call this. The other thing that I love about their jewelry is that it's backed by a 2-year warranty. So if anything happens to it, you can just reach out. And I've actually used their warranty before. So I've seen firsthand that like they're really great about it. And so they stand behind their products and like, you know, we love a company that can do that. So they're actually sponsoring this video. So thank you so much, Ana Luisa. I feel really grateful. Like when I talk about the internet, like it's not a bad thing. The fact that we have the internet has allowed me to collaborate with them and to be able to share them with you and everything. So it's not a bad thing, but sometimes we just need to get away. We just need a little detox. So yeah, we went to church. I took like 5 pages of notes. It was amazing. I like cried the whole way through worship. That's pretty on par for me. And then afterwards we went to Lowe's because Brandon had to pick up a couple things. He's like fixing our deck. We didn't really find exactly what we needed there. Then we went to Harris Teeter. We got a couple things. I got a Starbucks drink. I got this iced matcha latte. This is like my favorite, one of my absolute favorite drinks from them. I get vanilla syrup in it, however many pumps goes with whatever size I get. And then I get it made with oat milk. It is like the most refreshing, most amazing drink. I have to make sure like I eat with it a lot. I don't handle my caffeine super well, but I love that drink. So the good thing about having my husband home today, he was able to still get me stars because he just kind of did the whole mobile ordering app process. This one for some reason wasn't made very good, but we got a couple things at Harris Teeter and then I came back and I made us these like grilled cheese egg sandwiches for lunch with tomato soup. So today is the day of the digital detox and I want to give a little update on how the day is going so far. So it is Sunday, which I feel like is actually a really perfect day for digital detox because it's a day where you can just unplug. And so I'm really excited that it worked out that way. We went to church and it was so good. I did my makeup in the car like I always do. Makeup in the car, per usual. And now I'm making us lunch. I like to do these things. It's basically grilled cheese, but it's like a grilled cheese egg sandwich. And then my husband wanted a rotisserie chicken for like inside. So his has chicken meat in it. And then I also have tomato soup brewing. Let me show you what it looks like. So here's our tomato soup. There is the chicken. And then here is a good example of what the grilled cheese looks like. So you can see that there's cheese, egg, and he has the chicken. Bone apple teeth. How is it?
This is good.
So now that we're home, settled, fed, and everything, I want to start out with making a to-do list. It's less of a to-do list. I intentionally chose a day where I didn't have to do anything like on the computer or anything. It's more of a like want to-do list. So I'm kind of just going to be creative and brainstorm like when I was a kid, like what are my options of things that I can do? And then we're going to head in and we're going to make some chicken noodle soup for dinner. We're going to put it in the crock pot. So I've been using Notion as my digital planner. I use the digital template from the productivity method and I love them so much. It has really been a really great solution for a lot of the problems that I've had in the past with both planner products and online products. I also pair that with Google Calendar. So I live by my Google Calendar as far as like appointments, social calendar, like anything like that, things we have to do. And my husband and I share a calendar. So I really do live by those a lot. But today we're going to be throwing it back a little bit. Actually started out with the productivity methods planner, like the physical planner before they came out with the digital one. So I've used all of these pages, but I have a couple left. So I figured I could start out with this. So this planner is really cool. The way that it's set up, in case you are somebody who is looking for a new way to plan out your life or your day, like if you've really been struggling with this, I really would suggest giving this method a try. You put the date and then you put one habit that you're keeping today. So one of the daily habits that you want to accomplish, whatever it is, you can say which one you're definitely keeping today. Here is a section for quick ticks. This is anything that is 5 minutes or less. Tasks are 30 minutes or less. So this is where we spend the majority of our day. And then here's projects. And then the 3 non-negotiable things that you will get done today. This I think is really critical, and I'm trying to be honest with myself and like learn to use this better, because sometimes what I catch myself doing is I will write things on there like these idealistic things like, oh yeah, today's the day I'm finally gonna handle X, Y, and Z. And that's when the method fails. For me, when I'm very honest about what are my 3 non-negotiables, the actual non-negotiables, because we all know what they are, even if they're not the things I want to get to, I focus on getting these done first, and then I can do the other stuff. And then your schedule, you can write it out. So you're supposed to put like any commitments you already have. So like work, like if you have to physically be somewhere, social events, if you're meeting up with somebody, a workout class, whatever, then you take your non-negotiables and you slot those in as well. So I'm gonna just put everything probably in the tasks today because it's all for funsies. Let's see what we get ourselves into today. It's 3:15 and I'm going to be putting on our soup for dinner. So typically I would have put this on earlier in the day, but it's honestly gonna have totally enough time to cook, so I'm not worried about it. But before I get started on the soup, I wanna just clean up the kitchen a little bit because I made our lunch and didn't get everything fully put away, and I just cannot stand to work in a messy kitchen and a messy space. One thing that I do in my dishwasher, if you don't do this already, this has been like such a game changer. Sorry, I'm like throwing knives around. So over here, you see I still have the forks in there. So there's the forks. I put spoons there, knives here, and it's just really great because then you just like grab them all out and then you just like put them away that way. So basically then when you just like grab it out, it's like all the spoons at once. And then I know some people just like pick the whole thing out and bring it over, but I don't because mine clips onto the side. I feel like it's more difficult to do it that way. But yeah, little time saving things like that really make a big difference. So being that it's midday, I just wanted to give an update on how I'm feeling about not having my phone. Like if I'm feeling anxious or like I'm missing it or like I want to check it. And genuinely, it's so strange because I don't. Like I'm noticing when I think about it, like I'm like, oh, I guess I should talk about that. I'm not missing it. And I honestly thought that I would feel that way. I think that part of it's probably just because I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in not paying attention to it today because I planned this. Like obviously I had known going into it that I was, not gonna check my phone. And I know that if anything is wrong, that people are gonna reach out to my husband who's upstairs and can literally just like tell me. So I kind of feel like I just have this piece of like, nothing's wrong, you're not missing anything. Like, it's also a Sunday. There's nothing business related, like nothing that could be that important, I feel like. Now, I feel like the main thing that I would be doing differently today if my phone is around is I probably would have an audiobook on right now. And I feel like, I love that. I think that's really great, but I do feel like sometimes it is nice to just sit in silence. And I also do that as well. Like I do kind of just sit and work in silence a lot, but I just feel like I don't feel this like, oh, I should be doing something. Like I just feel like I could be more present in the current moment. And I'm really enjoying that because I do already have screen time limits set up on my phone. One of my best friends and I, we set them up for each other where we got to pick like what apps they're on and like how long for each app and everything, but we have each other's passwords. So for like Snapchat and Pinterest, I think there may be another one, total I have like 15 minutes a day. And so when I exceed the 15 minutes, I literally don't have that password. And I know if I cave and if I ask her what the password is, that it's just gonna like harm me. Like it doesn't do me any good because then I'm gonna know what it is and I'll be able to get in and just like waste time scrolling. So it's really a good system. I highly advise that you implement that. The problem is when you know that certain things you're locked out of, sometimes when you really want to scroll or you just want to like zone out, you can still like work against yourself. So one app that I don't have limits set on is YouTube. And that's because I post videos on here. Like I don't ever want to lock myself out of that. And like my phone isn't itself a bad thing. It's just how I use it. Because for example, like today, I had planned, like I was like, oh yeah, like today's a great day to go on a run. Because I figured I could just take a watch or something, And then I was like, I would have to run without music. I'm not doing that. I've just really wanted to spend 24 full hours without technology and just kind of see how I feel. Literally just give myself a little reset. So what do you guys do to notify yourself if the dishwasher is clean or dirty? Because I, like way back when Brandon and I had an apartment years and years ago, I made us this little piece of paper and I had clean on one side, dirty on the other, like I decorated, it was cute, and then I had a little magnet on it. And we got a house cleaner one time to just do like a deep clean of our house, and they threw it away. And so I bought this new thing. I'm gonna link it because I love it. Like, it was a blessing in disguise that they did that, because this thing is so cool. So it's literally just a magnet that goes onto your dishwasher. So just now it was clean, I put everything away, and then I put in the dirty dishes. So then I just like slide it over to dirty, and it just like looks so much more modern and like really matches my kitchen. So yeah, I'll link it in case you want to get it. All right, I got the kitchen cleaned up enough, and I am just feeling honestly really dehydrated. So I'm gonna make myself my favorite little refreshing drink. This is super easy. I basically just take sparkling water. So this is the Mountain Valley sparkling water. It's spring water, so that's really good, really healthy for you. You hear all the fizz, but it's so refreshing. And I just get a little glass, and then I just put in either lime or lemon, and I have a nice little drink. So you want to hear kind of a crazy story? Is I just went to the Outer Banks in the beginning of September with my husband and his side of the family. Every morning, like I don't drink alcohol anymore, so I every morning was making myself a Topo Chico, which is just like sparkling water, okay, and lime. So I had bought like a big bag of limes, and I was like making that each morning. We were prepping the cooler for the beach, and then we would go out. Day 2, I was in the car with my husband, and I just like looked down and I saw like this tiny little like circular pink mark, like a light pink mark. Wasn't raised, wasn't itchy, didn't burn, nothing. I just looked down and I was like, oh, like that's kind of weird. Like it was about this big. And over the next couple of days, I got tan because we were out in the sun, and I noticed that it turned from like a light pink into like more of like a brown kind of purple because I was a little more tan. Then when we got home from the beach, okay, so like a week later, it started to peel, and I was like, oh my gosh. So still like wasn't itchy, didn't hurt, nothing, but it started to peel, and I'm like, this is kind of strange. I just like started to get worried about it after a while. So I had a dermatologist appointment, just like a general skin check in November, and I moved it up, and I asked her about it. I basically just told her exactly what I told you. And she's like, I'm gonna ask you some really weird questions. And she said, have you been eating limes? And I was like, yes. This rash that I have is called phytophotodermatitis, and it is literally caused by getting lime on your skin. She said it could also happen from mango and then going out into the sun, which totally makes sense because limes, lemons, like it's all very acidic, and then you go out in the sun, like I can definitely see that it would have a reaction, but you think it would hurt, you know, but apparently it's like a common thing. They call it like the margarita rash, because when you think about like if you would take a shot and you'd put like salt and lime, like this is what it looks like. It's not like terrible or like scary or anything, like it's not contagious. She literally touched it. She said it'll go away, it's fine, just that it might like take a little while for it to fully go away. So fun fact, I'm like, I feel like I need to share the knowledge because I was like really scared that there was something wrong with me, and it's just because I had sparkling water at the beach. That the chicken soup is on and cooking and all the dishes are done, I like have the kitchen cleaned up and everything. Also, Brandon came down and we were discussing Disney because we are going to California in, what's today? 22nd. We're going in 8 days to California, and we have like this big trip plan. There's still actually quite a bit of logistics we have to figure out for it, so we were talking about that, and I am so tired. It's getting kind of late. It's 4:30. It's kind of late for a nap. but I want one so bad. I think I might actually just like go in and lay down for a little bit. I think I probably slept less than 7 hours. I think realistically I slept more like 6.5 or something. And I wanted to give an update on like missing technology and stuff. I've kept myself pretty busy today with things that I wanted to do instead and like feeling like that was my purpose for the day. So I don't really have this desire to like check my phone a ton, but as I was making the soup, you can kind of see it's kind of like that darker, like late afternoon, cozy vibe. Like it was really quiet in the house and I was just like chopping and I could hear like my Roomba going and stuff. And I was just like thinking, I like wanted to reach for noise. Like I wanted to reach for an audiobook. So that's my biggest thing that I've been missing so far. But I think I'm gonna go in and take just like a little nap because it's Sunday. I want to wash my sheets. I like to do a little like refresh there. So I think I might take like the tiniest little nap, even if I just lay in there for a little bit. And we're gonna take Maya on a walk. I just need a little snooze, I think. Just woke up from a nap. That was much needed. And now we're gonna ask if she wants to go on a walk. So this is how we ask her. Hey, Maya. She already knows. Hey, Maya. Maya. Maya, you? Maya, you? You and wanna go on a walk? You wanna go on a walk? She said no. Wanna go for a walk? When you wanna go for a walk? Where's my walk? We're back from our walk and that girl is tired. Do you or do you not want moose tracks?
I do want moose tracks.
Do you want to go with me to get you some moose tracks?
I would not, but I would like a cup for you to bring me home.
But here's the thing, Stano. Today's our date day, and for our date, we're going to get ice cream.
Stana, just go give me some and bring it back.
You don't want to have a date?
We're having a date.
Huh?
Can you go bring me some?
Yeah, but it is our date day.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's Sunday.
Oh. Every day's a date day.
That's right. Every day's a date day.
Every day.
Hurry up because they close in 19 minutes. 2 scoops. Hurry back.
It is 6:41 and I woke up from my nap like craving a brownie. All right, we got the goods. I got salted caramel brownie, just 1 scoop, a single. And then for Brandon, we got double of the moose tracks. I had a little bit of a crisis when I got in the car because this was spilling everywhere. So I did get to taste it, but it was kind of in crisis. Like I wasn't really enjoying it because it literally was just like going everywhere and I don't have napkins. So I'm just gonna try around the side so it doesn't do this because I still have to make it home. The caramel's really good. I haven't gotten any brownies yet. Here's one, because we know that's what I'm here for. It's really hard, but it'll do. And then Brandon's not here, so this is what he gets for sending me out to try his. What I love about moose tracks is the peanut butter cups. It was, mine was piled up like yours, and the whole time I was driving, it was like all over the sides, all over me, all over my thigh. You're gonna need to pay the peanut butter cup
Look
tax.
how happy she looks.
That's because she thinks she's getting ice cream. So you're gonna have to pay the peanut butter cup tax for delivery.
That's a good girl. Speak.
Now she thinks you're gonna feed her. Can't give her that.
Yeah. Video proof of your verbal abuse to me.
What do you mean? I said you can't give her that. Go ahead, give her chocolate. See what happens. Since I don't have the internet, my very credible sources tell me it's the first day of fall. So we have some decorating to do. So we have this one from our Brandon's grandma. And you change out the O and home for all these ones. So we're gonna put up a little pumpkin. Cute. I've had that flower up for a long time, like all summer. And then this one is from my mom. She has it too. And we're gonna put that little pumpkin. All right, the soup is done. Look at that steam. Chicken noodle soup is like one of my favorite things to make, or just like one of my staples, I guess, because you can combine so many different things and it still always seems to work out. This time I did a pretty basic version where I just did carrots, I did a lot of celery this time, and I did chicken, like chicken tenderloins. Then we're doing the egg noodles. Yeah, and then I just like rotate, like I'll add different veggies in as well, or sometimes I don't do noodles. And then I vary the spices that I do. This time I did a ton of spices. I did turmeric, garlic powder, bay leaves, a little bit of rosemary, salt, like the really good kind of salt. We just put it in this because it's easier to use. Pepper and thyme. So I did a lot this time. Oh, and then I did onion as well, like onion seasoning. So we're gonna try it. And I usually cook it in like a broth, like a chicken broth or something. This time I did bone broth. So, you excited?
I'm excited.
I hope we didn't overcook this chicken though, because we left it in.
Nipples are good.
Are they? There's one more bay leaf in it. Just take it out if you see it, okay? So here is my soup. And here's Brandon's. He puts crackers in it and stuff. Yummy. It's 7:55 now, and I want to talk a little bit about how I feel about just like not using technology and stuff all day. I shut my phone off like last night at 1:15 in the morning, so I won't be able to use it again until 1:15 tonight, you know, like tomorrow. However, I'm hoping to not be up that late, although we did nap late. I really, like, my plan is not to check it until tomorrow morning when I wake up. I will probably wake up to my Lofty Clock alarm, which I'll also link. I really, really like that. I listen to my sleep sounds every night. I've had it for a couple years now, but I was looking between getting that one and the Hatch, and I like this one overall like a lot more. So I'm really happy with it. I will say though, I don't use the actual like alarm tones because they kind of make me sleepy. Like the first one is supposed to be like really calming to just kind of like make your brain a little bit aware, but not to like wake you up. And it does that, and then it'll wake you up a little bit more like harshly, but it's still really calm. Like it's like birds or whatever. And honestly, I've gone through periods of time where like it's put me to sleep. Like when I would set an alarm but not like have to be up for anything, I would just like want to keep sleeping because it like lulled me, you know what I mean? I would like to figure out how to make it better, but it has like built-in meditations. I listen to brown noise every night. I used to listen to campfire every night. I really love that, but yeah, I listen to the brown noise now, so I'll like rotate those every once in a while. And I just, yeah, I really like it. I'll link that as well in case you want to look into it. But I will wake up to that, I'm sure, and then check my text and everything tomorrow and like see if I missed anything. But I'm really not missing, like I'm really not a texting person. Like I will read something and then like forget to respond to it for like days, you know. I definitely would have been on social media a lot more by today. A couple things that I'm like not missing, like not like what I want to do, but I'm a little bit worried about is I have like a ridiculously long snap streak with Brandon, so that I'm like, oh, I hope I don't lose it. And then the other thing is I have a Duolingo streak. I have like, I think it's a 182-day Duolingo streak, so I'm learning Spanish, and I just hope that it doesn't go away, you know? I'm honestly really enjoying this. I definitely would have had some audiobooks on. I would have scrolled and stuff, but like I haven't been overstimulated today at all. I really haven't been very sad. Like, you know, maybe a little bit because like your moods kind of fluctuate and stuff throughout the day, but like I've had a really nice, calm, peaceful day. And I think having Brandon here helped with that. I apologize for the truly treacherous lighting, but this is just like that calm, cozy night lighting. So I figured it would work because, I don't know, digital detox. Like we don't need like the bright, you know? I decided I'm gonna start a puzzle. Now this is revolutionary for me, you guys, because I don't really do puzzles anymore, or like, well, since I was a kid. At Christmas, probably I think last year, my aunt had a puzzle out and I was like, oh, because I'm like notorious for making everything a to-do list item. So I don't like the adult coloring books, the puzzles. It just like is something that I would like feel like, oh, I have to do it, you know. But I ended up like really getting into it and loving it. So I bought a couple of puzzles after that, but I haven't touched them. So now that I don't have anything where I'm like, I need to do that right now, I think this is great. There is this place in Charlotte and it's called Julia's Cafe, and it is attached to a Habitat for Humanity, and it's like this used bookstore. So I've donated books there before, and they have a really nice selection. I love going. It's a coffee shop. They have a puzzle section. So since I was aware of puzzles when we were there last, I looked and I got two. This one I think is so beautiful. It's called the Cozy Shed. It's 1,000 pieces. And look at this. It really is so cozy. Like, see the book There's coffee, I think, or tea maybe. There's a kitten, look at the kitten. There's a bookshelf. There's a fireplace. This is just perfect. Like, this is the lighting that's going on in my house right now, so I'm cool with it. You know the puzzles where, like, say the whole thing is like a cheetah or something like that? Those I don't like doing, where every piece looks the same. But these kind are the kind that I like because there's so much going on that you can, like, look through and be like, oh, that's pages, or oh, that should be part of the fireplace, or like, oh, that's a book. And you can find identifying things and put it together that way. Oh my goodness. So many pieces.
Stand out.
Yeah.
Where you at?
In the dining room.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a puzzle.
You're doing stuff like when like the power would go out. You gotta find stuff to do.
If the power went out, how am I gonna do a puzzle? You mean I'm doing things prior to social media?
Yes, that's it.
Uh-huh. The words on this, it says the deathbed. 2 pages, like 2 parts of the page. Here's another one. And I think that there's only, well, there's 1 book, but then there's also above the desk, there's like all this like work and stuff, but I think you can tell which is which. So I'm gonna start gathering the pages together as I see. Wow, there's a lot of these pages. So I have a page section, and then right now I'm just separating the edges from the rest. So it is 10:41 and I just like blacked out. I have not looked up from this puzzle in, I don't even know. I don't know how long. I honestly don't have, maybe an hour, I don't know, maybe longer. And this is exactly what I did at Christmas. I just get so zoned in. So let me show you my progress. Okay, so this is what my table looks like. It is a mess. So I pretty much have the border done. At the top, I'm missing 1 piece right here. And then here, I'm missing like 1 or 2 maybe. Other than that, I have this done. And then I got the book pretty much done, like all the words. And then I got this little like memories book that goes beside the glue like thing. I have that like started. This is like sort of organized chaos. Like I put a lot of the green, like there's a lot of green pieces I stuck in through here. And then there's a lot of like blue window pieces that I stuck like up through here. And then this is like a ton of purple. It also looks like it could maybe be a window. And then over here, there's a lot of fur. And this area is more like quirky identifiable things like this ticket. There's chess right here that I'm building. Here is like a bunch of books like on for like shelves. And then this is like that writing thing that's behind the desk. So I'm really enjoying myself. Like I'm really having a good time with this. I feel like really chill. I feel like my O-ring tells me how my stress is, and I feel like right now I would probably say engaged because I was just like so engaged on finding the pieces and stuff. But I feel calm. I don't feel like the whole day I have not felt like I want to check my phone. What if this person texts me? What if I got this email? Like I haven't felt like that. But I feel like I kept the Sabbath holy today, guys. Like I don't know, it was nice. Like made food, went on a walk, got ice cream, did a puzzle. I'm so proud of myself for the puzzle. So I want to read you some of the other ideas that I had in case you want to do a dopamine detox as well and you want some ideas for your day. So things that I could have done that I didn't do. You could run if you're brave and you don't want to have music, or maybe you do think music's fine. That's, you know, up to you. Journaling. I feel like journaling is something that is so good for your mind, and yeah, that would just be like perfect for a day like this. Gardening. So whether you're picking weeds, planting flowers, I thought that would be really good. I have a lot of plants around the house that need repotted, so I was gonna do that and it just kind of ran out of daylight. Organizing. Any kind of organizing that you want to do is like perfect for this. If there's anything you want to work on like with your body, like if you want to learn, like one thing I want to work on is like learning how to do like winged eyeliner or just like eyeliner in general. So if you want to do something like that, or like practicing hairstyles or like curling your hair, like anything like that where you don't necessarily need a tutorial. Stretching, yoga, cooking like I did, any kind of cooking you want to do. You could do baking, following like an actual recipe book. Reading, taking a bath. If you have any little projects like scrapbooking or anything like that that you like working on. Decorating like I did, like painting your nails. So doing like press-ons. posted a video about these, like my last video, so go check that out. I'm all about press-ons if you're interested in getting into that world, or painting your toenails. I really wanted to do that today, I just, again, didn't get to it. Planning house projects, hanging up frames, anything like that. Planning out content, strategies, goal setting, anything like that you want to do. Packing, like if you have any trips coming up. So yeah, I just want to share some of the other ideas that I had because I think this is a really great exercise. I probably will do this again, maybe not to the full extreme, but like even just putting my phone away for a couple hours, just being like 3 hours, it's gonna go away or anything, I don't know, it would just be really nice because this has been like such a great thing. So Brandon's already in bed and I'm feeling very tired, so I'm gonna get in bed as well before I get a second wind. So I'm gonna go in and shower, get ready for bed, and go to sleep. I can use my phone at 1:15 in the morning, but obviously it being like, you know, before 11, I don't want to stay up that late, and I don't really care. Like I don't want to turn it on and then see things and then feel like I need to get into work mode or something. Like that's kind of very spot on for me, and I don't want to do that. That's the opposite of this being a good thing. So tomorrow morning I will get on and I'll check my text. I just want to like tell you if I missed anything huge, like, oh my gosh, this opportunity came through, or this text, or whatever. I want to let you know. I love you all so much. I just want to remind you that if you've liked any of the jewelry that I've been wearing throughout this video, these earrings, how they change and you can like take off the pearl, same thing with the necklace, like how you can kind of change these out, like multiple necklaces for the price of one, and earrings basically. But if you like any of these pieces, or you are just looking for some new gold, silver jewelry, and you know want some affordable pieces, free shipping, warranty, all of that, I have the link in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. I believe that you can get up to like 30% right now, so I mean that's a really good deal. I've paid full price before, so 30% is really good. And then make sure you subscribe. I cannot believe we are over 2,000 subscribers already. This community is just blossoming and growing, and I love it so much, and I can't wait to see where it gets in the future. So I love you all so much. Good night. Oh my gosh, I literally am like obsessive compulsive when it comes to puzzles apparently. I'm moving right now because I filmed that and like intended to get up, and look at this. I added in all these things, got those all to connect, found those extra pieces. Over here, I got this desk part. One more side note because this is behind me. This is our 50 states map, and we are going to California in a couple days, so about a week. So that will be filled, and we'll have like this side, the West Coast, which will be so exciting.